now.
Hey y'all, it's me, Pretty Princess, and Gizmo. Babe has decided to sit this one out. My hair, ignore me. Okay, so I just wanted to make a video talking about what has basically happened to me this week, last week. You all know that I did the bone scans and all of that stuff. So all of that stuff came back fine. They didn't find anything wrong with my bones. You know, everything was normal for somebody my age, which is great. Now, the doctor that ordered all of these tests, now this might be a two-part video. And if I talk too much, this may not be the video for you because I'm going to be talking. Okay. Now I gotta sneeze. Maybe not. The doctor that ordered all these tests is my hematologist. And he was the doctor that had said that I had sickle cell. So when I went for my last appointment to get the test results, I asked him, which form of sickle cell do I have? I'm going to really need you to be a little bit more specific than just throwing out a diagnosis at me. Because I'm the type of person that I will Google and do research and everything. And plus, I used to work for a doctor. I am a certified medical assistant. I graduated from Western Career College. You can do it. That was back when everybody was doing it. I did it. Graduated, got the certificate and everything. Did my internship, was working for a legit doctor who worked at a big hospital here in the Bay Area. So I'm not stupid when it comes to medical procedures and the way that doctors should handle their patients. But see, most doctors think that people are stupid. Seriously. They think that we just accept everything that they tell us and that we don't question anything. So when I asked the doctor what form of the disease do I have, he could not give me a straight answer. Either he could not or he would not. He basically said, come back in a month so we can run some more tests. So I asked him again, what do I have sickle cell disease? And he said, well, you have severe anemia. That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you if I have sickle cell disease. If I do, which one do I have? And he would not answer my question. So, either I don't have sickle cell, or I do have sickle cell and he doesn't know. And he wasn't man enough to just tell me, Ms. Williams, I don't know what you have yet. I'm still running tests, and, we're going to figure all of that out. Because, see, a couple of visits ago, if you go back and see that video where I said that I had been diagnosed with sickle cell, that was what he said. You have sickle cell disease. And then when I asked him to explain it to me, he basically said, oh, well, you're severely anemic. which is two totally different things. Having sickle cell disease and being anemic is two totally different things. That's like having cancer and having a hangnail. So I'm just kind of like in limbo. We ended up going to patient services to speak to the manager to see if we can find out what is going on, for one. The doctor is not giving us any information, which is thoroughly against the law. And we know that. For him not to diagnose me or to give me an inaccurate diagnosis is against the law. It just is what it is. But we went to see the manager for his department, which is oncology, because he works in the oncology center of this hospital, which hematology, does fall into the oncology spectrum because hematologists treat cancer patients. They treat anything that has to do with the blood. So when we spoke to her, we told her what had happened, and I got really upset. And I'm the type of person, usually if I get upset, you get one of two things. You either gonna get cursed out or I'm gonna start crying. And I'm really upset if I cry. Because what if I've been thinking all of this time that I have the disease and I don't? Even though I do have classic symptoms of the disease. But what if I'm getting Gizmo's ball because he's sitting there like, what if I really don't have it? So, I explained to the manager what happened because the doctor was basically like, when I was asking him questions, he was like, well, let me go back and do my job. Like, you're not even important enough for me to talk to. I'm not going to answer any more of your questions. Even though my questions hadn't been answered. Like, this man just brushed me off like I was nothing. Like I was just nobody. You're not even worth my time. Like, how dare you even question what I told you? Don't ask me any questions. Just accept what I told you. Which is against the law. And I know it is. So we went down and we talked to her, and I told her what had happened. I was extremely upset. And I'm still upset. Because I said, you know what? I just want to know, do I have the disease or not? Do I have this? If I have it, I know we can start fighting it. But this not knowing for sure what is going on is what's killing me. Like, just tearing me up on the inside. Like, I might not even have it. But I don't know. So she went into the computer. She said, okay, this was Friday. Today is Saturday. She went into the computer and she said, well, let me try to see if I can go through. No, that was Thursday. She said, let me see if I can go through his notes and at least find a diagnosis. She goes into the computer. His notes are not even updated. She can't even find a diagnosis. So she didn't tell me. They called me back. The hospital, they take down all my information. They take down what happened. The hospital calls me. Her supervisor calls me back the next day and said, I got your information. I heard about what happened. I'm going to have a nursing supervisor look at the chart and at least see if we can find you a definite diagnosis, so you won't have to spend the weekend wondering what's going on. Today is Saturday. I have not heard anything. So they said that a doctor should be calling me Monday to schedule an appointment, a new doctor, because of course I don't want to see that doctor again. So they're trying to find me a new hematologist. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to look through my records and tell me what's going on, or if he's going to, want to just run a whole nother battery of tests, or if he can look at the test that's already been performed and tell me what's going on. I'm not sure. So basically, we're back at step one. We got kicked back to where we were when all of this started in March. All of this started in March. So we're basically back at step one. Not really knowing if I have this disease or not. But the disease is, it's on the table. And clearly I do have some of the major symptoms of the disease. So, am I mad that I might have the disease? No. I'm not mad about that. I'm not even tripping off the fact that I might have a major disease. What I'm mad about is not knowing and being treated like my feelings don't exist by a doctor. Being treated like I'm nobody. Like I'm somebody's wife, I'm somebody's mother, I'm somebody's grandmother. People love me. I am important to a lot of people. And this man just basically treated me like I was shit. And I didn't matter. And that's not how doctors are supposed to treat their patients. I'm not expecting you to hold my hand, but I'm expecting you to give me a diagnosis, and I'm expecting it to be an accurate diagnosis when you give it to me. And I'm expecting you to be able to explain to me what the plan is from here on. So, from now on, every time I go to the doctor, it will be documented. Everything that they say, my husband will be taking notes. I will be taking notes. We will be keeping notes of every single solitary appointment. We will be taking everybody's name from the receptionist to the person that took my blood pressure. Because it is ridiculous to be treated the way I was treated at a major facility. This was not a county facility. This is a major hospital. So it does not, and this is not a teaching facility. This is just a regular standard hospital. And it does not make any sense for people to be treated the way that doctor treated me. It just does not. And I'm not going to just sit around and act like I'm not an intelligent person and just take what happened, because I'm not that person. I mean, I've never been that person, ever. I mean, I was that little kid that back in the 60s wished that I was older so that I could have been a Black Panther. I swear to God. When I was little, I was born in 1964, so, I was really young when the Black Panthers first got started. But I was seeing them on TV, and I lived in West Oakland, and I knew what they were, and I wanted to be one so bad. Because even as a child, I knew that you just ain't gonna run over me. That's not in my nature to just let somebody just run over me. It's just not in my DNA. Like, I'm not that person. I'm a Leo. And on top of that, I'm a child of Oshun. And we just don't. And that's the thing. People don't realize who they messing with. Like, I could go up in there and just cast a voodoo spell on all of them, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna, do it the right way. Because I really could shake all of them up. And not think twice about it. Because I am about that life. Seriously. I am really about that life. But you guys will, I'm going to keep you guys abreast on what happens. Whatever happens, I'm going to let you guys know. If they call back Monday, I'll make another video. But right now, I'm sad. I really am. I'm sad that this happened to me, and I'm sad that it got to this point. And I'm sad that people just don't care. We don't care about each other. We just really don't give a damn about each other. We don't care about each other's feelings. Doctors don't give a damn about you. They don't. And it hurts me to my heart to say that. But don't trust nobody. Don't. I mean, of course, your loved ones. But people outside your circle, don't trust them. Don't. Because they don't have your best interest at heart. Nobody but God and the people on the inside have your best interest at heart. I've been talking for 16 minutes. I'm gone. You have any questions, leave them in the down bar. You get out of pocket, you're going to get cussed out. Okay? Love y'all.
One
Bye.
for the money, two for the show. Don't play me, honey, this is how we go.